Hey, welcome back to Hub Tunes. I'm Mike. Video number 2. I don't want. First of all, thank you for liking, subscribing, viewing, anything to get this rolling. I so appreciate it. I won't have my cat scratching at the door for this video as he was in the first video. I have 3 cats, so from this point on, they're going to be allowed in while making videos, which could be a disaster. It also will be better than them scratching at the door. I'm sure you could all hear it in the introductory video. I love all the videos out there. I love new finds. I love crate diggers. Anything that inspires me and turns me on to new music, I think is fantastic. And I'll probably do a lot of those too. But I also don't want to be only a new finds video or, pick this up today kind of video. Although there's going to be a lot of that because I'm constantly picking stuff up, as you guys are too. But I also have thousands of records too that, I want to go through those and I want to talk about those also. And, one of my favorite things is to have people over to my house, for dinner or cocktails or, smoky or whatever we're doing, and have people go through my collection and pick things out, because there are thousands of records back there and I don't listen to half of them. So when strangers and other people come over, I love when they pick stuff out and play it. It seems to be a large crash. Maybe it's a cat. Anyway, but I love when people come over to my home and go through my record collection and pick stuff out. It's absolutely amazing, because I forget about stuff. We all forget about stuff. How can anyone keep up with all of this? So I think that's one of the things I absolutely love about Mazzy's Whack-A-Mole. The fact that he can do a whack-a-mole, and the knowledge to remember that album, that song, that time in his life when he bought stuff, really impresses me, and it's quite amazing. I've forgotten most of what I know, and I'm not an expert on anything, for God's sake, not even close. So I think that's kind of where we're going to go with this channel down the road, if this continues, and I think it's going to. I will probably start off with more vinyl finds for my first few videos as I get used to things and technically good at this. I'm not the most computer savvy person. So I think for this video, my second video, first of all, I'm going to have a glass of wine. It's a lovely Chardonnay. And that's okay, because it's a Sunday afternoon. We're drinking. So a couple of vinyl finds that I had this week. I got to keep my readers close by too, because I'm 53 and it's going fast. I got 4 things that are really... One thing you're going to notice about me, I have a really eclectic taste in music. I mean, I'm going to go from the Beatles to 9 Inch Nails, from 9 Inch Nails to the Grateful Dead, to Lee Morgan, to Herbie Hancock, to the Rolling Stones, to, hell, I'll even throw Scorpions in there. I'm all over the map, and I love new music. I love discovering new artists. Anyone who says we are in an age where new music sucks. I cannot stand when people say new music sucks. There's no good new music these days. That is the laziest thing I've ever heard in my life. There is so much good music out there and so many great artists, young, up and coming artists, and the platform. Yeah, you're not gonna get it on AM radio or FM radio. They're not gonna force feed you on MTV what you should listen to. There's platforms all over, more than ever, for young, undiscovered artists to put their art out there. And it's incredible what these platforms can give you. And then there's live music. Live music, you got to get out and support these live bands. All these young, up-and-coming bands, even the older, that's how they're making money. I go see Gary Newman every time he's in town. Gary Newman's been around since 1978. I got to go see him. I love Gary Newman. How's he making money? It's not off record sales, although he did have a huge album 2 years ago in the UK, but in the US, nothing. But you got to get out and support these guys, and that's how you discover them. Absolutely have to do this stuff. So I'm a big proponent of new artists and discovering, but yet I'm a Stones fan. I'm gonna put on frickin', Exile on Main Street probably once a month because it's one of the greatest albums ever recorded. The Clash, London Calling, my all-time favorite rock album, punk album, jazz album, ska album. It's got everything. How can you not love that album? So I think you'll figure out where I am and who I am and what my tastes are. And my mind is open. You put something in those comments suggesting it, I'm going to go to Spotify and check it out. And when I'm done checking it out on Spotify, I'm going to go to Bandcamp, I'm going to go to the website of the band, I'm going to find it on eBay or Discogs, and I'm going to support that band and buy it. So that's a little, anyway, that's where we're at. I picked up a few things this week. I picked up a lot this week, but four things that I'm going to really show, just because some have blown my mind. And anyway, I'll start with one. I'm going to start with this one. It's Santana 3, the Mobile Fidelity edition of. This is a fantastic album. It's an absolutely fantastic album. I'm kind of disappointed in the Mobile Fidelity pressing. I know some of the older ones. I don't even know what year they did this. There's no punch, and I know some of the older ones do lack a little bit. When I bought it, it was sealed when I got it, so I cleaned it real good. It's still, does it sound good? Yes, it sounds good. Is it Mobile Fidelity sound? No. So I'm a little off on this one. Gonna keep it. Why not? But yeah, a little tad bit disappointed. The second one I'm gonna show is a band called, a younger band. They've been around, they've probably been around a while now. I'll take off the sleeve. Oh no, I can't. This is Django Django. This is probably I'd say it's their fourth album now. They've had a couple of hits. Kind of a poppy, keyboardy band, almost jangly rock, believe it or not. I love them. Their second album is fantastic. The one right after that came out right before this, I forget the name of it. Not as appealing to me, but this one's fantastic. It just came out, I think it came out last week. So check them out. Django Django. It's called Glowing in the Dark, I believe. Yes, Glowing in the Dark. And, of course, why not? the vinyl glows in the dark. So, hi Rocco. It's good. It's catchy. They have a way of putting together a catchy pop tune, which I'm not against every once in a while. I like them. I think they're a lot of fun. And I did see them live probably about, I probably saw them live about 4 years ago when they had their second album out, and that was probably their most mainstream poppy album. And they were fun. They were great. I saw them in a little club here in Chicago at the Riviera, and fantastic. A lot of fun. A lot of fun band. So next, I picked up, and I love jazz. I have, you can't see them, but I have every tone poet. A lot of the music matters. I have a pretty decent collection of Japanese pressings, and I'll probably do a room tour. I think I'll do a little room tour maybe before the end of this week, just so you can kind of see what's going on, because there's more than that. There's stuff over there, and I like jazz. I first got into jazz. I used to listen to a show on WXRT here in Chicago after smoking a couple of joints, and I would kick back and listen to jazz transfusions on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock on XRT, I believe it was on. And I first discovered John Coltrane on that, the Africa Brass Sessions, and the drumming of Elvin Jones was, I was addicted. And in the early 80s, I went through a jazz phase of, Pat Metheny and a lot of fusion. And it took me a while to really get into more of the hard bop, which kind of is my wheelhouse these days, especially guitar-based hard bop. I love anything with Grant Green and Herbie Hancock and Al Di Meola and stuff like that. So I've never been a huge, when jazz gets more towards the big band side of things, I kind of lose a little interest. No, I shouldn't say it that way. I don't lose interest. It's just not my wheelhouse. I'm more of the smaller quartets and quintets, and so when people say Duke Ellington, I don't scoff. Duke Ellington is amazing. I have several beautiful, absolutely beautiful Duke Ellington albums, but it's not it doesn't hit here. So I love Money Jungle. It's fantastic. But then, unless it's the smaller stuff that he does with smaller groups, it's not my jam. But somebody suggested, and I don't remember who, it may have been somebody on the VC. Somebody suggested the Afro Eurasian Eclipse by Duke Ellington. It's just Duke Ellington. It's not with an orchestra or anything. I don't even know. It's a pretty good sized ensemble. So I should probably shut up. But this is fucking amazing. Oh, by the way, there's gonna be F words. Sorry. Put the kids to bed. This is fucking amazing. This album is changed my mind on. No, it didn't. My mind didn't need changing, but this is a smoking session with these suites. The suite in 8 parts. This is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend any jazz fan picking this up. go out and get it. I got it on Discogs. I don't buy a lot on Discogs. I used to 3 or 4 years ago, and then I had some issues. I had my bank account hacked several times, and I'm pretty sure it was because of Discogs. Even my PayPal even got hacked. So I for years I've kind of stuck to eBay and personal space shopping in person. But I picked this up on Discogs from a fantastic seller out in the UK. I get this. If you are a jazz fan, if you're a Duke Ellington fan, smoking. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, I did that. Oh, last one. Okay. Somebody on the VC turned me onto this, and I couldn't tell you who it is. I cannot tell you. I'm gonna start now that I'm doing my own channel. I'm gonna start giving people credit because you guys are fucking awesome. This is fantastic Negrito. First of all, okay, he's fantastic. The album cover is odd. The name is odd. And it is awesome. This guy is a guitarist, and apparently he went under another name for a while. And I Googled a little bit and did a little. I'm not going to do a lot of research for these videos, people. But I did do a little read up on him. Apparently he was in a major car accident. He used to go by a different name. I forget the name. And he went by a different name, and then after the accident, which is clearly post-accident right here, he now goes as Fantastic Negrito. This is the first album since his accident. I believe there's a new one. He is funky. He's a terrific guitarist, absolutely terrific guitarist. And again, I'm not comparing two, but if you like the sounds of Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin, this is your jam. He's pretty cool, and I'm probably going to pick up a few more of his stuff because I was shocked. But somebody out there on the VC knows who he is and turned me onto him, and I thank you, even though I can't give you credit. And that's it. So we'll do this slowly. We'll roll it out slowly. I'm already 18 minutes, which is double what my first video was. I don't know. We're just gonna play this by ear and just have some fun, right? So questions, comments, snide remarks, put them in the comments. Like, subscribe. I appreciate it. And stay safe. Love you guys.